we've had it over here for. Oh, I'm sorry.
This is like a storage.
Yeah, let me move it out here so you can.
Oh wow, you can move it just by picking it up.
Yep.
I think it said it's like 900 pounds.
900 pounds. Yep.
It's just my wife and I that'd be using it, so I think this is perfect.
Yeah,
it's a queen size memory foam.
Yeah, it's got a memory foam topper on it.
Oh wow. This is definitely doable. What is this, like a cabin filter or just shades? Oh, okay, it's a shade to.
Look, here it
it's got a window here.
Right, it's got. You can open this up.
And then it'll pop out.
Yeah, it's got like Jolly 6 style.
Wow.
So these crank out.
Uh-huh.
And then you've got your option of
screen. It's a fully blacked out, no sun will come through. That's neat.
So you can do either one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can adjust this however you want.
Okay. And then it'll just lock like that.
Right, and then it just locks back. Door on each side.
Uh-huh.
Little blinds here.
Uh-huh. Blinds. Oh, so this will completely block the sunlight from coming in.
Yeah.
That's neat.
And you've got, if you can stick in here, you got storage in here. Underneath this. That's usually where we keep the bedding and blankets and sheets.
Blankets.
Games.
Very
whatnot. Cool. And you got.
Does it stay warm in cold weather like this?
It surprisingly, yeah. It's got. This is the heater I've used.
It's like a portable space heater.
It's just a little. Yeah, it's just a little heater, and
it plugs into that jack right there.
Now you can only use this with if you're plugged into shore power.
Oh,
this won't run. The battery won't run this.
Okay, so maybe I have to use an external power source for that.
Right. Now if you're
you mean like at the campgrounds I could connect something like this here to a 110 volt? So, and at the campgrounds that...
Right. So this hooks up on here.
I've never used one of these before, so...
Oh, it's really simple. I mean, it's, and then you plug it in.
And that'll give it power.
Now you've got all lights. So you've got LED lights here. You've got LED lights here that they glow blue, and then if you hold them down, they're white.
Oh wow, that's cool. So you can use it like a reading light.
Like a reading, like a night, like if you're laying in here watching TV at night. You can turn these on and it just glows blue. And also, if you're out camping, you can turn the blue ones on, and the blue doesn't draw bugs.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So.
And that's fridge air. That device is a air conditioning unit.
Yep, that's AC. And then you've got a roof fan as well. You can open that.
Oh, neat.
And the fan will either blow air in or blow air out.
Okay, cool.
So you can
get fresh air.
Windows, put it on exhaust, and it'll draw air through the windows.
Through the windows.
Nice, yeah, if you don't want the air blowing on you. And then the kitchen
is nice.
Kitchen's in the back. This just pops up.
Cool. It's got a stove.
And same thing here. You've got the LED light. You got the blue. And you got the regular. This is just a little coffee pot that I carry today. So you got your sink.
Got a sink.
2-burner stove. And then fridge and freezer.
That's cool.
So
it'll keep the freeze in the...
And everything...
Cool.
Everything will run off the battery, with the exception of the AC and the 110 outlets.
And the 110 outlet.
Right.
What are these?
That's exhaust for the air conditioner.
Oh, okay. To let the air out?
Right. You know how the AC has to have an exhaust? Well, it exhausts into that wall cavity, and then it's got a little fan that blows it out these side bells.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'm gonna show my wife it, and then we'll decide on it. I have a 4Runner, and it's a V6. I think that it could pull.
I pull it with a 4-cylinder Subaru.
With the 4-cylinder, really? Wow, it's not that heavy at all.
Yeah, I've got a little Subaru Crosstrek.
What is this deal here? It's
This is
propane tank.
propane in your battery, and then it has a solar plug-in.
Why does it have a propane tank? For that stove. That's right.
So, and you know, it came with a one of those big 20-pound cylinders that actually weigh about 44 pounds. So there was no need in that because I mean, I that big tank, we used it for 2 years, and I said, you know, I'm bound to have to fill this tank up.
Right.
Took it up to the propane place. I used 2 pounds of propane out of the thing in 2 years.
In 2 years, that's not a lot.
And we used it quite a bit. So I'm like, I'm not going to carry all that extra weight. So I just got one of these little ones.
Lighter tank.
Yeah. Saves about 30 pounds off the ton.
It's a deep cycle battery in there?
Yeah, it's a.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
cool.
Good interstate. And I replaced it. I think it's about 2 years old.
How long do these things usually last?
The batteries typically about 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years. Okay. Yeah. And then you gotta like recharge them or get a new one, huh?
Yeah, typically. I think they're supposed to last 5 years. Like that one, I think is rated for 5 years. But,
where were these going? Brand new in 2014.
About 14.
14,000? Wow.
But it's like I said, other than the air conditioning, I mean, like we took it out in the desert out in Utah. Of course, we're out in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing. We just had a solar panel hooked up, and we stayed out there for 2 days.
A solar panel?
AC.
Wow.
Yeah, it's got a little solar panel plugged in right here.
Whoa, that's neat.
So, and that keeps your battery charged. So we just ran off solar for a couple days.
Out in the middle of the desert.
Yeah. We had fan going and lights and TV and.
That's convenient.
Kept the refrigerator running. So.
Do you buy that solar panel like from Amazon or something? Oh, okay.
Got one. Yeah.
Cool.
And you can get this ZAMP.
ZAMP.
Yeah, ZAMP is that's the one that's
solar
designed to
ready?
plug directly into it.
Oh, okay.
The one I've got doesn't plug in; it just hooks straight to the battery.
Hooks to the battery.
If you wanted just to plug in, you go to ZAMP. You can get one of theirs.
ZAMP. Okay.
Yeah, so it didn't take much to keep it charged. So. And then when you're running down the road, it's charging the battery.
Charging the battery.
So.
ZAMP. All right.
Yeah, I mean they're really well insulated. You can see it's a foam in between the panels.
Right. It's pretty comfortable.
One time it was in the 20s. About like it is right now.
And it was still warm in the 20s.
We had that little heater going. About 3 a.m. I woke up and it was hot and was sweating. So
wow.
We had to unplug it. It was like 20 degrees outside. So. But it's got freshwater hookups. So if you're at a campground, you can hook up there. It's also got a water tank.
Water tank. That's for the sink, I guess.
Right,
the water's got to drain out somewhere.
Well, you can fill. It'll hold like 7 gallons. I think it's 7 gallons of water. If you look, it's under here. So this is your water storage tank. So even if say you're driving down the road and you want to pull over and eat lunch.
Right.
Okay. You don't have to. You can just pull over and flip the little water pump on right here.
And then it'll drain out into this.
Well, you got water. It just drains out the bottom.
Oh, out the bottom. Okay.
Yeah. But that's like when we were traveling. When my son and I were traveling, we'd just pull off on the side of the road and stop and eat lunch. I mean, we'd come up here and cook noodles or whatever, and cook some ramen. And
tail lights, they connect up just real easily. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and they're all LEDs. These are all LED lights, so they're nice and bright.
Nice. And then you don't have any problems rear visibility through the side mirror because it looks pretty slim. So that's what I really like about this model.
No problems with that at all because like I said, I pull it with the cross track, and this is actually taller than my car. So
that's really important is visibility and safety.
Yeah, I didn't have any issues with it all. It's so easy to pull.
Cool.
Like I said, that's what these handles are for. Is just pick it up and move it around.
Pick it and move it. That's convenient.
It's great because when you're camping, when You know, if you never pulled a trailer or anything, trying to back it into the parking spot at the campground is usually a challenge.
Challenge to do
we
that.
Just pull up and disconnect and grab it by the handle and push it into place.
That's cool. It's easy to maneuver.
Yep. Just roll it into place and you're done. It's been great. It's just not big enough for 4 of us. You know.
I hear you. You got 4 now.
Right.
It's just my wife and I. We're not planning to have any kids in the future, so something like this while we're traveling would be perfect. It's a lot of.
Yeah, so when I bought it was just me and my son.
Oh, okay.
And then, so we got remarried a couple years ago, and really only used it a couple times since then. So.
Just a couple of times. Wow. It's like it looks like it's been in good condition.
Yeah, it's always been stored under cover, either in a carport or in the garage. I take care of my stuff.
When you have to go to the bathroom, you just carry a Gatorade bottle, I guess.
That's an option. You could. You know, most of the places that we go are state parks.
They have state park
and their bathhouse, especially in Texas. Their bathhouses are usually very clean.
I'm thinking of living like this portable laptop lifestyle where I'm making money online and then like just traveling the United States with just an internet connection. And this would be perfect for it, I think.
And you know what, man? And if you ever want to like base camp for a while, say you find a spot that you like and you want to base camp there for a couple of weeks, they make a tent.
A tent?
That will hook right onto this.
Oh, so you can expand it?
Yes.
Wow.
They come in different sizes, but I think the most popular is like a 10 by 10. So it's a 10-foot room that seals right up to this.
Wow.
So you know it becomes part of your living area. You know?
That's neat.
And you can actually, even if it's hot, you can run the AC, open the window, and
it'll flow through.
Yep.
That's neat. That's really neat.
A lot of people do that, you know, and especially if they got kids or stuff, you know, things like that. They can throw some sleeping bags out here or whatever. But just as a single couple, not a single couple, but you know, just as a 2 of y'all, you know, if you just wanted to have a place to sit and hang out, you know, you can do that. And when we went out west, you'd see a lot of the little tag campers. Out in Colorado and Utah and everything, they're everywhere.
Okay, I'll show my wife the video. So after looking at that Tag Max vehicle, it's a nice portable travel trailer. For just my wife and I think it's a good size kind of a trailer. It has everything that I see would be needed for portable laptop lifestyle kind of living. I'm excited to share it with my wife, see what she thinks about it, and maybe pick it up in the future. Brand new, Chip was saying that trailer was purchased at about $16,000 in 2014. It is March of 2019 and that vehicle has depreciated some. I gotta ask him though later if there's any kind of insurance that's necessary to pull a trailer. I don't think there's any kind of a permit or license change that's required to pull that thing though. It's very lightweight, which is what I like, and maneuverable. So I'm pretty stoked about the options with it because I like traveling and not being confined to just one space all the time. There's a deep cycle battery that's located in that trailer and it's rated at about 5 years. That one has about 2 years on it. And he was sharing something interesting where he can charge up that battery through solar power too. He was sharing with me that he was in the desert one time and he was hooking that up to the solar panel and just purely living off the grid. I think that's a very neat concept also. As long as you're able to beat the elements, if it's too cold, you need some heat. If it's too hot, you need some AC. And having power to generate an air conditioner will be very helpful, especially if you're in conditions where it's like a desert. The only drawback I see about it is that because it's towable and a lot of people can just hook it up to their own truck, SUV or car, You would have to put some kind of a lock on the wheel so that no one can just drive off with it. I know they sell those things in, you know, those places, those cities that lock up people's wheels if they don't move their car in a certain amount of period. I think I'd have to get one of those things. Other than that, it's a good investment to keep and have. If I was to completely roam around and live portably, sometimes there's not some place to park it for a long period of time. So you'd have to have the storage space to park it. Otherwise, just pull it with you everywhere you go. You'd have to sleep in places like the Walmart parking lot. And then if you wanted to just completely live in there altogether without having to worry about paying rent or stuff like that. Because, you know, face it, you're paying rent in an apartment, paying like $700 a month. What if you were just buy that? It would pay for itself off in a year. Get a gym membership at Planet Fitness and then just pay like $10 a month at that place and take free showers there and work out and take care of your health too.
Raindrop, drip, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.